to story, check, and solve. So for here, what's my variable? It's W. And it's being divided by, and over here we're going to write -5. Okay? And then -10 equals 4. Opposite of -10 is +10, the inverse operation. And divide by -5, the opposite, the inverse operation is multiplied by -5. So -10 minus W over 5 equals 4. Let's do left side and right side. The first thing we're going to do is +10. We'll change colors. And then +10 over here. These two go away because it's 0. And then negative W over 5. And 4 plus 10 is 14. So that's done. Next, we're going to multiply both sides by -5. So times -5. And then times -5. So that -5 and this -5 will go away. W equals 14 times -5 is -70. Do our check. -10 equals minus W over 5 equals 4. So -10 minus, and then I'm going to put over here like that. And then here, instead of W, right, I'm going to put -70. I'm going to choose another color. So there you go. So if you have a calculator, you can use a calculator. So we have -10 minus a -70. So if you think about this, -70 divided by 5 is -14. Right? Because a negative divided by a positive. So remember what we did in the first marking period, right? This is a subtraction problem. We can change it to addition. So -10 plus 14. Are they friends? No. Who's going to win the positives? And we get 4 equals 4. Next one again. Let's do our story. Our variable is V. Is being multiplied by -6 and then +10. And that gives us -104. -10 divide by -6, right? The opposite, inverse operation. So our equation. So we're going to first we subtract -10. So sorry, left side, right side, -10, -10. That goes away. -6V comes down. And -104 minus 10 is -114. That's check. And then now we divide by -6. And then divide by -6. So -6 and -6 cancels out, becomes 1. And we have V. Negative divided by negative is a positive. And 114 divided by 6. 114 divided by 6 is 19. Positive. Let's do our check. 10 minus 6V equals -104. 10 minus 6 times, and here we're going to put 19, right? Equals -104. Let me put -104 because we're going to need a couple more lines. So 10 minus, and 6 times 19 is 114. 10 minus 114 is the same thing as 10 plus -114. Are they friends? No. Who's going to win? The negatives are going to win. Why? Because they have more, a lot more. That's my answer. H is my variable. It's being divided by 3. And then subtract 10 equals -34. Let's go back. We're going to use the inverse operation. So +10 and times 3. So left and right. First thing we do is plus 10 and plus 10. Minus 10 and plus 10. That goes to 0, and then h over 3 comes down, and then negative 34 plus 10 is negative 24. That's done. Now we do the second step here, which is times 3. So I'm going to times 3, and over here, times 3. This 3 and this 3 simplifies to 1. 1 times h is h. And then on the other side, 3 times 24 is 72 negative. Do our check. H divided by 3 minus 10. Negative 34 equals h divided by 3 minus 10. So in h, instead of h, I'm going to put negative 72. Negative 34. So what's negative 72 minus... Sorry, negative 72 divided by 3 is negative 24. Right? And then you're going to do minus 10. Negative 34. And what's negative 24 minus 10? Negative 34. So you see, the left expression and the right expression are equal to each other. My variable is y, is being multiplied by negative 9. And then plus 34, that gives me negative 65. So the two inverse operations I'm going to use is going to be minus 34 both sides, and then divide by negative 9. So let's see if we can do this. So left side, right side. So we're going to do minus 34, minus 34. Positive 34 minus 34 is 0. So negative 9y comes down. And over here, negative 65 minus 34. So remember, negative 65 minus 34. If you put that in the calculator, you're going to get negative 99. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to divide both sides by negative 9. Divide by negative 9. Divide by negative 9. Negative 9 divided by negative 9 is 1. 1 times y is y. Over here, negative divided by negative is a positive, and 99 divided by 9 is 11. Let's do our check. Negative 9 times y plus 34 equals negative 65. Negative 9 times equals negative 65. And here, we change the y with 11. So we put 11 over here. Negative 9 times 11 is negative 99. And then we do plus 34 equals negative 65. Well, on the right side, we know it's already negative 65. So combine these two. Negative 99 plus 34, are they friends? No. Who's going to win? The negatives. Why? Because they have more. How many more? 65. Okay. Last question. Here's my variable. What's my variable? My variable is w. Right, what's happening to w? It's being divided by 2, and then plus 74. That's going to give me an 80. Inverse operation is minus 74, and then times 2. So w over 2 plus 74 equals 80. So left side, right side, right? Left side of my equal sign, right side of my equal sign. First thing is, number 1, minus 74. So let's do minus 74. And on the other side, minus 74. 74 minus 74 is 0, so that goes away. So I'll get w over 2. And then 80 minus 74 is 6. And then number 2, what are we doing? We're going to multiply by 2. So times 2. And then over here, times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. This and this simplifies, and we have w equals 12. So that's the value of our variable that makes that equation true. Let's double check. W over 2 plus 74 equals 80. So instead of w, we put a 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 plus 74, is that equal to 80? 6 plus 74 is 80. And again, that equals the 80 on the other side. All right.